Hi, my name is Muriel Black, and I'm the prevention coordinator here at Open Arms. And here with me is Tammy.
Hi, I'm Tammy Alvarado, and I'm a family advocate here at Open Arms.
And we want to take a little bit of time to talk to you today about something big that's coming to Ohio this month that we're really excited about. So starting this month, Ohio has begun to offer civil protection orders for dating violence and dating violence relationships. And so Tammy is going to talk with us a little bit about what that looks like, how you can get one, what are the different types of civil protection orders, and how we can help too. So just to start off, Tammy, like if you would describe some of the different types of civil protection orders, which we'll also reference as CPOs, civil protection orders, just for your guys' reference. But let us know, like, what are the different types of CPOs that somebody might utilize?
Okay, right now we have available domestic violence CPO. We also have the civil stalking / sexual oriented CPO, and then now we have the dating violence CPO.
Okay, so what exactly would be the differences between those?
Okay, the domestic violence is for the live-in situation, spouse to spouse. You can have an instance of violence in which you need to get immediate protection. That would be the order that you would want to file.
Okay.
The stalking order would require a little bit of a pattern, and it could be either neighbor to neighbor or somebody that you're familiar with, but you have to have a pattern of behavior. So it would be like 2 to 3 instances of either the stalking or harassment or threats or even sexually oriented issues.
Okay. And then the dating violence, how is that going to be a little bit different?
The dating violence is a little different. It kind of covers the gap. The reason being is you don't have to be in an actual live-in relationship with that person, but you have to have an established relationship. And then it's only one instance of violence.
Okay. But it still would be there's a threat or there's an act of violence that occurred.
Yeah.
But it's just one instance.
One instance versus having to establish a pattern.
Okay. So give us an example. Like what would, for the stalking civil protection order, what might be an example of how that would go about if it's not relationship based?
Okay, stalking would be like maybe you would have a neighbor to neighbor where they're threatening each other, they're not getting along, they're harassing, and having some sort of pattern. So it has to be 2 to 3 instances in that instance.
Okay. So then if somebody's thinking like, okay, this sounds like something that I might need, or maybe you're thinking maybe it's somebody that I know, how do I give them information about this? Where do they go? What would you say, like how somebody would go about getting one of those?
I would have them contact our agency 24 hours a day. We are more than willing to go to the actual courthouse with them, help them fill out the proper paperwork, and follow the whole process.
Yeah. So what is that process exactly? Like how long does it take? Like what are the steps within it? Like what does that look like?
There's quite a few steps. However, I would request that you'd have to have at least an hour to maybe 2 to 3 hours to have the process follow through. It is an emergency situation, so it's not something that they can pre-plan. So they have to kind of squeeze us into the docket. But we go through and we will fill out all the paperwork, help them fill out all the paperwork, and then explain our services as well. And then we go through the process with them. So we would be in the courtroom with them when they meet with the magistrate. We would sit in the back and be their support person while they're there. And then we would go through and explain to them exactly what the importance of this order is and how to make sure it's being enforced.
Okay. So what are some of the other things that you talk with clients about that they might need, or if they feel like they're really in danger? What are some of the things that you go over with them?
We talk about our services. We talk about support group. We also really reinforce that we do have the emergency shelter that they can come to, because a lot of times our clients are not necessarily safe with the CPO, but they can be safe at our shelter.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So then what would you tell someone, especially if any of you guys are out there and thinking, well, I think maybe this is something I need or I want, but I'm really nervous about it. I'm scared, like I don't know like how this is gonna go. What would you tell someone that does have that nervousness about it?
I would really encourage them to call us, and then we can let them know The magistrate situation is sometimes a little scary. You know, everybody hears court and they get a little upset, a little scared. The good thing about this is it's a very informal process. So it would just be the person that's filling out the petition and the magistrate, and then just us in the back. It's a conversation.
Yeah.
So it's nothing to be really worried about in this first instance that they go in.
Yeah.
It's just getting the paperwork taken care of and just taking care of the process the way, you know, they have to with the magistrate.
Right. And something too that I'll mention is that Tammy is one of those advocates of ours that you might be working with her. So it's nice to know that you'll have like a friendly face, somebody that's going to be there to support you and just be there for you, somebody to talk to. And that's really important through a difficult time. And so we really hope that we can get the word out about this new CPO with dating violence, and knowing that that's included as well now. And on top of that too, we want everyone to know our hotline number, because it is open 24/7, and a lot of times that's how people are going to reach us. And so our hotline is 419-422-4766. So if that's you out there and you want to get a hold of us, like, feel free, don't hesitate to call us anytime. We're really excited about this new thing in Ohio. We're the 49th state to finally get dating violence included with CPOs. So we're really thrilled to finally have that included. So thank you so much for tuning in. Let your friends and family know about this so that they can have more information too about what that looks like for any of their loved ones. Thanks again.